Any questions? Anyone? Someone say something. I don't want to move before someone says something. Who wants to break the ice for us? You know, I can see your names, right? There we go. Winston, good evening. Please break the ice for us. Your mic still off? Winston, can you hear me? Rumizai, thank you. But maybe to hear from your side, what are you looking for? What are you looking forward to, rather? What are you looking forward to? Well, what is it in your mind that you need to make sure you fix over the next couple of months? Oh, thank you. Anyone maybe share?
Hi, Rendani.
Hi.
Yes. So I think my expectation is I think I think I need a serious guidance because when I wrote in January I did fail with A, and then now in June I got fail C. So I'm now confused. Where am I losing the ball? Where am I I'm actually not getting it right. So maybe just to speak my mind is I'm looking forward to proper guidance and good sense of direction in terms of how to do my exam technique, how to approach critical thinking, like the overview of the whole program of IAC, because yeah, I'm a bit lost.
Not sure. None of the things. Thank you so much for sharing. And I think for that, then the script review as well as this phase zero. For me, it is intended to help. So if at any point let's possibly put a pin to, if halfway through the first phase of this program you're not there, and then let's catch up and let's just make sure um, we address this, because for me that's an important point. And I know sometimes that's the frustration when you have to resit a paper, because um, sometimes the first an attempt could be very close, but you still don't know what you missed, why what you need to change. And sometimes the frustration is you could find yourself either changing some of the things that are working. So when you're saying that you digressed from a fail A to a fail C, I'm wondering what were some of the changes and whether they worked against you, or whether it was just something specific in the paper. So I'll really want us to really explore that. And when we get out from phase zero, we have an answer to say, yeah, this for me works, this for me doesn't work. I need to do more of this, I need to do less of that, and so on and so on, so that there's that clarity as we proceed to the remaining two phases of the program. But thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure. How do I say your name, by the way? Is it Tichauna? How do I say it?
Chaona.
Sorry, go through that again. Sorry.
It's Tichaona.
Tichauna. All right.
Yeah, maybe I have a second name. Maybe I'll use Franklin. It's much easier to pronounce.
All right, but I'll try it again.
That's all right.
I want to get it right. But sure, thank you, Franklin. All right, cool. Anyone else?
Hi, Rindani.
Evening, Evo.
Fine. Yeah, I think I'm also more or less like Tichauna's scenario. I set for my IAC January, got a fail A. Retook it with Ginger in June, digressed to a fail B. But then in my mind, I was thinking like, since I failed in January, I've managed to pinpoint one or two areas where I had some failings and shortcomings, but then things got even worse. So I'm here. I've got one guy of mine who, after I think 3 attempts, came for Endunamo. He's now a qualified CA. So I sat down with him. He referred me to Rendani to get myself sorted and aligned. So I'm looking forward to interacting and get myself panel beaten so I can also be successful, because I've got a lot of questions on my mind, like what then do I need to do to get a pass? How do I maneuver? Probably with the change in curriculum, I might be missing, especially on the business acumen things. The technical might not be that much, but the competencies, they are something for me. So I'm looking forward. I used to watch your videos during my CTA and they helped me a lot.
You guys owe me. I need to start collecting.
I will definitely have to pay. If you have got to charge people for using your material for free, let me confess, I'm one of those guys who should be charged. Sure.
All right, no, sure. We'll work through it. We'll work through it, Abel.
Okay, fine.
Sure,
looking forward
thank
to
you.
it.
Sure. Send my regards to your friend there, and congratulations.
I will do so. Thank you.
Sure. All right, I see another hand. Let me put Wisdom's one down. Kuzi, yes, please come in.
Hi, Rendan. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And yourself?
Good. I wanted to ask, what's your approach in terms of Zimtex?
Zimtex. So right now we have a lecturer and for Zimtex. So the lecturer, what happens is where you see on the timetable when it says text, there are two classes that will be happening there. So there will be one for the South African guys and one for Zim. And then when it comes to, so that's number one. Then when it comes to the assessments are adapted. The full assessment, the one that says assessments, they're adapted to then localize them to Zim context as well as to Zim text. So when we do the text assessments, then you will be using the Zim text legislation, and then the memo as well as the marking or review team will then be for the ones that have got competencies when it comes to Zim text. Then thirdly, there are two separate question banks. There is a question bank for South African text, and there's a question bank for Zim text. And additionally, the integrated question bank I've mentioned, then there are two copies for it. There is the one that will then be fully based on the South African context as well as South African text, and there will be another that is then fully contextualized to Zim context as well as incorporating Zim text. But then the question bank for math, the question bank for accounting, and the question bank for audit, they are reviewed on a need basis, but otherwise they are then based on the South African context. So if it's a past ISC or a ITC paper, it will be then the South African version to the extent that there's no need to adapt. Let's say it's just a pure, say, NPV without complicated text calculation. So we'll just leave it as South African one. But where there are need for changes because of the significant text component, we then do update. So that is the expectation for, that is then the expectation for Zim text. Sorry about that. Make sense?
That makes sense. Thank you, boss.
Sure. I see Freedom, please. Freedom, you can go ahead, please. I'm not sure whether Freedom is struggling or can you hear me. All right, I see the hand has now disappeared. All right, any other question? All right, thank you so much for those questions. If there are no any other question, or Tinashe, yes, sorry. I see I need guidance on where exactly I'm failing to make it because I'm failing to pick up where I'm going wrong. And my expectation is to get assistance and address those pitfalls. All right, no, got that, Tinashe. Thank you. Yeah, so I think that's what Abel was saying. So we'll definitely work through it. All right. Yes. So let me now hand it over to Ede, who will then be. So Ede is our MD. She's the one that looks after the program admin, and she'll just share some details in terms of how we run the admin and then the information about the tuition. Ede, you may come in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just quickly checking if you can, I'm audible enough.